From Pixel Piece Productions, he says, hot take, BrickHeadz are the worst idea LEGO has ever had. The designs are poor, it takes up a slot in the Star Wars wave every year, and overall I think it just looks so lame. They should just get rid of them entirely and put a regular playset back in. And for the most part, I actually agree with you. I do not collect BrickHeadz, I've never been interested in them. Even the Star Wars ones, I exclude them from all my videos, I don't include them in my rankings, I don't include them in my news videos, I kind of just pretend like they don't exist. However, at the same time, I feel like one thing a lot of people don't really understand about them is that BrickHeadz are kind of their own entire separate theme. And in your comment, when you say it takes up a slot in the Star Wars wave every year, I don't think that's necessarily true because it's an entire separate theme. So in a sense, the Star Wars BrickHeadz are taking up a slot in the line of BrickHeadz every year, not in the line of Star Wars sets every year. Kind of like those mosaic sets from a few years back, if any of you guys remember those ones. They made one of like Darth Maul and Darth Vader, and it's like, yeah, it's a Star Wars oriented set, however, it's from a completely different theme, being the mosaic theme, so it's not really entirely a Star Wars set and not really included in the lineup of Star Wars sets that released in that year. And BrickHeadz are the same way. That's why I don't bat an eye at them. Like, people think BrickHeadz are a sub-theme of Star Wars, like microfighters or mini-scale sets or helmet sets or diorama sets, but that's not the case. Those sets I just mentioned are actual Star Wars sets in different sub-themes. BrickHeadz, on the other hand, are not a Star Wars sub-theme. They're an entirely different LEGO theme. It's kind of like comparing city to Star Wars or castle to Star Wars, etc., etc. It's an entirely different theme with an entirely different budget and most likely an entirely different team of designers too. And while I do agree with your comment, I mean, I too think they're kind of lame and just uninteresting, I also don't really care about them or bat an eye at them because they don't affect Star Wars as an actual theme at all because they're their own theme.